Hey YouTube, Jam here, and welcome back to the Gaming Station. Today we got another podcast going, and I got Eddie Go on the channel. What's going on, Eddie?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, man. It's a good day. So if you guys don't know who Eddie is, he's another YouTuber. He's got about 1.7k subscribers, right, Eddie?
I think 1.9 as of now.
Ooh, there you go. So 1.9. I think I'm a few days behind, apparently. So he does a lot of different content on his channel. He's got reactions. He does some montages. He does like some discussion pieces, a little bit of everything. So I highly suggest going to check him out and checking out some of his channels or some of his videos. I will say my favorite video that I watched a year so far. A few weeks ago, you made one of like Frank and like how he was like Frankenstein's monster, and then you like you blended that into like a montage. That was an amazing video. I love the quality on that.
Thank you. I worked so hard on that video too.
Yeah, I really liked how you like had like the flickering effects and the gray, the old school like gray, black and gray type video. I can't figure out what I'm trying to say here.
I tried giving like a projector type of vibe.
Yes.
I wanted it to make it like somehow related to Halloween. So I thought, okay, Frankenstein. And then if you look at the cover of my thumbnail, it's actually like similar to the actual cover of the movie Frankenstein, which is what I tried to do. Just just connect it to each other.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that, but that's for the people who like actually like really like Frankenstein stuff. That's really good, man. I like that idea.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start this podcast with basically what is my generic intro question, and it's when did you start YouTube and why did you start it?
So I started YouTube about a year and a half ago. The reason I started was because I've always wanted to do YouTube videos. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber, but I didn't know on what specifically. And I found myself just playing Brawl Stars like so much. And I thought to myself, this could either be a waste of time or I could, make a YouTube channel about it. And as time passes, because, time passes by so fast, in the blink of an eye, I'd have a YouTube channel that would be up and running and successful, and I'd be doing what I love to do, which is play Brawl Stars, and that's why I did it.
Cool. Yeah, I had like a very similar experience. Basically, I played this game. It was kind of like Clash of Clans, but it was like a clone game of it, and I was a clan leader in that for a long time, and I was like super into it, and I had like this whole mini community of like 200 people that I talked to like pretty much every day. But I eventually quit that game and I lost touch with all those people. And then like 6 months ago, I was like, I really would like to get something like that back. I just don't know how to go about doing it. So I started up a YouTube channel and I was like, maybe this can take off. Maybe I can build like a community like that again. And then on top of that, obviously like there's the idea of like maybe one day I take off and I can make money off this. But I mean, I don't think that's ever going to actually happen. But, it's a pipeline dream.
I think it's a possible dream. I think YouTube makes it very possible for you to start making money doing what you love doing. That's why I love YouTube. And YouTube gives you that community as well that you would like. Yeah,
that's the big thing for me is the community. I love talking to my subscribers, and like that's why I started streaming on Saturdays too. Is just because I really like when people comment on my videos and I can reply to them, and then if it goes back 3 or 4 times, that's like the best thing for me because then I actually feel like I'm getting to know somebody, and then like. My diehards pop up in my stream on Saturdays, and I really appreciate them coming and just hanging out and talking. All right, so like I said earlier, you make like a variety of videos. What are your favorite types of videos to make for you?
I'd say my favorite type of videos to make would probably be videos where I'm showing my face and I'm having somewhat conversation with my subscribers. Videos that kind of they build a bigger relationship between me and then my subscribers. I enjoy making those just because I like a grow connection. But if we're talking about like the process of editing and just getting the video together, I'd say probably like the video you saw, the Frankenstein video. I wouldn't call that. I call that a montage. But what I tried going for was trying to give it a theme. Even promoting it, I enjoy doing. So I'd say montages are definitely the best types of videos because they kind of they give you like room to spread your creativity, and I just find it very it's fun. They're fun to make. So I'd say montages for sure.
So I used to do montages. I did them for a while. I recently stopped though because I found like my watch retention on it was terrible. Maybe that's just because the way I was doing them, but I liked making them, but like I said, it's not worth my time because I'm gonna spend 2 hours editing to get this done, plus another 2 hours of gameplay to get the footage, and I'm only gonna get like 20 minutes of watch time out of it, you know?
Yeah, I get that. Most of my montage videos, they never really like get the views that I want them to get, and that's the only bad side to it, I'd say. But I see what you mean by the retention rate. Yeah, mine's just dropped. Like I'll have them high, and then midway through the video, I just see like a huge decrease.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? You know?
It's not like the quality dropped or anything. It's just people short attention spans, you know. I mean, if you're making it for you and you just enjoy making it, that's great. Me, they're not my top favorite videos to make. I really love these podcast videos, and these podcast videos actually kill on my channel, so that's why I keep trying to do them. And then I do one of my gameplay videos I try to commentate on them because I find that it helps with retention a little bit, and also it helps me with my streaming because I get used to talking while playing, you know?
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
You stream on Twitch or on YouTube?
I stream on YouTube.
What do you prefer?
I've never tried Twitch because my idea was that on YouTube I already have a small following, you know. It was 100, now it's 200, and you know, today I blew up.
That makes sense.
Today I blew up and now I'm almost 400. Let's go.
Let's go. Good job.
We'll talk about all that in a little bit. We got questions down the line. So next question up. So the update dropped this week, and actually today is Friday, and it's her first official day out. Did you get Amber yet?
No, I didn't. I opened up all my boxes, saved, and nothing. I got 2 gadgets, which is pretty cool, but no Amber.
What gadgets did you get?
I got Bull's new gadget, which is really interesting, and then I got Max's new gadget, which is kind of broken if you ask me, because you could teleport with the ball when you're holding the ball, which is pretty insane.
Yeah, that's really busted. I mean, I feel like that's gonna be like a hard trick to actually pull off, because you know you have to put her gadget up by the goal, then run back and manage to get the ball all within 4 seconds.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
when you can pull it off, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I kind of like the bull gadget too, depending on the game mode you're playing, because I hate to be the guy who's like, I like it when they lower skill cap, but it kind of makes Bull's super a little more useful, because there's only niche scenarios where like you'd actually want to go the full length of your charge.
Usable. Yes.
You know, so now you can do half your super.
Yeah.
And then hit the stomp.
Yeah.
And then stop your super. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. But when I was playing with his new gadget, it was just so hard for me to get, because I was so used to his old gadget to just be able to heal instantly, that it changes the way you have to play. And I guess getting used to that, I wonder what gadget's going to be the superior gadget for Bull. But I don't know. I think they're both pretty good.
Yeah, I think in the long run, T-Bone Injector is going to be the better one to heal, because it pairs so well with his shield gadget, because you get that reduced damage, and then if you know when to use the heal, you can keep your shield up and still get your health back, which is just a huge benefit for him, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But I do like the idea of how like you can change up a brawler's playstyle. I actually made a whole video talking about this a little bit. I touched on it. Anyway, like I like the idea of how you can change a whole brawler's playstyle just by changing the star power or gadget, and I think that's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
It's it's awesome. It pretty much prevents the game from getting boring, because if you get bored, you just switch to another brawler, and it's basically like a whole different play style. And then not even to mention if you do have skins, because I think skins do impact a bit of how you play, because I'll be bored and then I'll switch skins and I'll be like, oh, this is way more entertaining.
Right. I have that too. Like I'll be playing like Mortis's base skin, and then if I get bored of it and I put him down for a little bit and I come back and I play Rogue Mortis, I'm way more engaged with him.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I really like Rogue Mortis. That's like one of my favorite skins in the game.
probably the best Mortis skin.
I can agree, but I'm sure we're gonna catch some heat down in the comments.
For sure.
Everyone's allowed to have their opinion. Have you played with the new map maker yet?
Yeah, I made 5 maps already, so I filled up all my slots.
How do you feel about it? Do you like it? Do you think there's and where can they improve on it?
For a beta, I think it's fine, but yeah, we definitely need some improvements. One specifically is I noticed that you can't edit your map while you're in a lobby with someone else. Only the leader can edit the map. So, for example, let's say the leader's editing a map. I can't do anything, If they allow me to be able to edit the map at the same time as someone else, we could just have a lobby of people who are just, there fixing up their map so then they can later on play. I think there's a couple, like, for once, for example, I think that they should fix the time limit because add more customizations is pretty much what I'm saying to the settings of the game. Possibly even be able to control where the brawl ball is placed at in the beginning, or we could add so much more customizations, but I'm happy for what we have, and I think it's fun. I think we should be able to possibly even be able to find people who are willing to join friendly games. So you just don't have to invite your friends. You could find random people who want to play custom maps. But besides that, I think it's awesome. I've been waiting for it, and I was so excited for all the content I could make when Map Maker comes out. And now that it's here, I'm hyped about it, and I can't wait to make a video on it.
Yeah, I actually haven't even played with the Map Maker at all. But it's definitely, from what I hear and what I've talked to people about, it's definitely like a good start. I know there's no jump pads in it right now, right?
No, none.
Okay, so I feel like being able to move the brawl ball, I think that would be a great change. And then adding jump pads and teleporters would also be like a big benefit too, because that can add more depth to your to like the way you can design your map. Do they have the poles that you can shoot over? I forgot what they're called.
The fences?
Yeah.
I think they're not fences, but yeah, they do.
Okay, so they have those? That's cool, because I really like those. I like the idea of some of those in like gem grab maps or something.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's a cool idea.
What I'm looking forward to is people making because heist is my favorite mode, and I want to see how people position the safes and stuff. Like what type of heist maps people can make, because that's like I said, that's my favorite mode, and I just want to see what people can do with that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Unfortunately, they haven't added that. I'm looking forward to them adding that, Siege, possibly even game modes that were gone that we haven't seen in a while.
How excited are you about the Rosa skin?
You know what? I'm excited about it, but I don't have like the best luck when it comes to tournaments.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because I just don't I don't usually play with like a squad, but I don't want to get my hopes up. But I think it's an awesome skin.
I'm in the same boat as you. I'm probably gonna have to buy it for gems. But I streamed on Saturday, the day after, or the day that Brawl Talk released, and I was literally in stream like, all right, guys, next week, or I was like, this happens because it's probably gonna be on a Saturday. I need some volunteers to carry me. And I actually had a few people who were like, we could try. So I think I got a squad ready to go.
Hey, that's good. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
I hope so. So the one thing I really like about it is that they're actually like giving people who have somewhat decent amount of skill at the game, even if they don't pay, the chance to get the skin and stuff. And I was saying in another podcast that I really hope that they bring this stuff back, because it's a good way to keep people interested in the game. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, people who can't really buy gems is a good way for them to be able to earn a skin.
Right,
and cherish that skin,
Especially now because they took gems out of boxes, so free-to-play players are going to have a hard time. It's like a choice. It's like, do I want to buy the skin or do I want to buy the Brawl Pass? And you can only buy one. So I was saying that if they did a tournament, like maybe once a month, and they put gems in the tournament, that would be a really good idea, and it would keep your free-to-play players really happy. Plus, you still have the benefit of not having gems in boxes. So you're not flooding the market again with gems like they were before.
That's a good idea. It'll give people a reason to play too,
Right.
and to get better at the game.
Right, so you'll have people who keep playing the game, and then they can get the gems from the Brawl Pass, and then they can use those gems to buy the Brawl Pass, and then they can earn the gems in a tournament and be able to buy the skins they want. You kind of get the best of both worlds, you know?
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
I feel like Brawl Stars is just, it's a marketing scheme. I'm pretty sure that's what they're going for. Just what they're doing, so more people could buy gems. That's why they just take it off the market.
See, the problem, I feel like they took gems out of the boxes because the paywall on this game is so low, which is a good thing, but it's also a bad thing for them. It's a good thing for us as players to have the paywall so low, because you think about games like Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, you have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to max out your account. Where in Brawl Stars, you can get away with $400 or $500, and you can get in a max account right away. You know? So I feel like they took gems out of boxes because they felt like long term this wasn't sustainable. Because eventually, with gems in boxes, eventually everybody will get maxed out, and the only way they can monetize the game is through this battle pass, which nobody's going to buy if everyone's maxed out, and skins, which, if you don't make a good skin, people aren't going to buy it.
The only problem I have with Brawl Stars, though, is that so many new players, it's hard to get new players into the game just because there's so many brawlers that, they have to unlock. And even then, they have to unlock the gadgets and the star powers. And I think if you already have a maxed account, like, for example, I have a maxed account, and because I already have a maxed account, every time there's a new gadget, I get it instantly. And I think anybody who has, like, a maxed account, their maxed account stays maxed. It's easier to have a maxed account, whereas these new players, it's so difficult for them to get a legendary. For example, my girlfriend has been playing for just as long as I have, and she still does not have every legendary. I think she just has like 2.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to see.
Yeah, that's part of, like, when I started, getting like rares and super rares was super like fun for me. But after you unlock everything epic and below, then there's such a stagnation of it. Like, you're not unlocking anything, and if you don't have brawlers at 7 or 9, you literally are just getting power points.
Yeah,
and that's when you lose people. So I agree with you there.
Exactly. Yeah,
I agree with you there. And then, like you said, max players, it's so easy to stay maxed out that the only way to fix it, that max players can't be maxed out all the time, is that they release multiple brawlers at the same time. But then it hurts the free-to-play players, because then you're releasing more brawlers for them to unlock, and then that's raising the amount of time they have to play the game for. So it's like a teeter-totter, you know what I mean? You can't really you can't keep everybody happy in that. All right, so let's move on to the next question. So we're gonna start talking about YouTube, I think, specifically, like growing on the platform and stuff like that. How long did it take you to break 1,000 subscribers?
Took me a year.
1 year?
1 year. I guess a little bit less than a year, but around a year. Yeah.
That's actually really fast.
Yeah. When I was barely starting YouTube, I went on this like prediction website where it predicted where your channel will be a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. And then it said that in a year, I'd get 1,000 subscribers, I think a year and a half. And I remember looking at that and thinking, there's no way it's going to take me that long to get me to 1,000 subscribers. Because the way I saw it was, you just need a viral video. And then from there, I didn't think 1,000 was that much until I got to 1,000. And I was like, wow, yeah, this takes time. YouTube is a slow grind. It just requires patience.
I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to 1,000. I was thinking it was going to take me like 3 years, because the rate I was going was like horrible. Like, I started uploading like the last week of February, beginning of March. And when I woke up this morning, I had 206 subscribers. So that's 9 months, and I only had 200 subs. Not that I am complaining, because like I said, I love engaging with the people who have subscribed with me. So I do appreciate everybody that has done it. But I look at like some YouTubers who literally don't do thumbnails, and all they do is montage videos, and they have like 900 subscribers. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I put all this time and effort into these videos, and I try to make unique stuff that people aren't doing, and I'm not getting any growth. So it can be frustrating,
I know exactly what you mean, man. When I started doing YouTube, I would see these YouTubers who had more subscribers than me. They would average more views, and by the way, they still do. Even though I have a decent subscriber base, these people, they have maybe around the same base, but they get like 200, 300 views, and it's difficult sometimes when you're putting so much effort, and then you see like, oh, these guys are succeeding, and my channel's not. But I'm pretty sure that they're doing something right that I'm not. And that's kind of the way I look at it. And then I try to think, what could I be doing that they're doing that I could implement, that I could put into my channel. And that's kind of what I've done over the years when I feel like it doesn't make sense, like people aren't checking out my channel. And I think it's just put out the great content, and then with time, people are gonna find it.
Yeah, that's actually.
And if it's good content, they're gonna like it.
Yep. That's a really good way of thinking about it. Not trying to complain about people who are doing things simpler than you, but actually just trying to think like, okay, what are they doing, and why is it working, and how can I implement that myself? See, that's something that I struggle with, because like I look at other YouTubers, and as much as I hate it, I compare myself to them, and I feel like it gives me like an inferiority thing. Like, why am I not blowing up like I feel like I should? Because I do feel like I make good content, especially like these podcasts and stuff. I feel like this stuff should be like front and center, and it's not.
Yeah, for sure. I guess like finding, because you could have the best video ever, but if you don't market it the right way, people won't see that it's the best video ever, So I think a large portion of being successful on YouTube is being able to know how to market your videos. Like, for example, most of my content, I put countless efforts into it, but it's not going to be something that people search up, because that's basically, there's 3 ways for you to get that from what I've noticed, that you could get known on YouTube. One of them is people search you up, another one is collabs, and then the third one is like promotions, I guess, or suggested videos and all that. And I think the first one, which is being able to make videos that people are searching for and having titles that people are searching for, is a great video. It's a great way to grow. So for example, I guess like 50% of my subscribers came in from my trophy pushing guide. And I basically made just guides of how to push trophies, because I knew so many people were searching this up. And I basically just gave tips that were straightforward to me, that I've learned, and people, they really enjoyed the tips. And these videos, they got like, I think one of them has like over 60,000 views, which is a good amount. And yeah, and so as soon as that video, I saw that video was blowing up, I just started putting cards and like ending cards, and just like advertising that video. And I started putting videos that I feel like people that have titles that are engaging and eye-catching. And then basically I use these mainstream videos as a way to get my audience, and then I use the videos that I want to make as a way for them to kind of just like, for them to stay, like they find me off of this video and they say, okay, this guy makes different types of content. But I'd say, to bring it back to what we were talking about, it's about marketing. I think marketing is a huge role, because you could have the best video ever, but if you don't market it right, people aren't going to see it.
Right. It's a big thing is titles and thumbnails, like, and that's something I struggle with. Like, for example, back to these podcast videos, I don't know how to title these to make people stop scrolling. Like, I could say Brawl Stars Podcasts, but nobody's looking up Brawl Stars Podcasts. You know what I mean? And I don't know.
Yeah.
If you see that in your stream, if my thumbnail is not good enough, you're not going to stop scrolling through it. So like, it's something that I struggle with personally, as far as these videos. All right, so there's a new feature on YouTube that I'm going to talk about real quick, and this is the pinnacle of like discoverability, because it's basically a beta right now, YouTube Shorts. And speaking from personal experience, I feel like this is something that every YouTuber needs to be starting to do, because like I said earlier, when I woke up, I had 206 subscribers today. When I was eating my lunch, I checked my YouTube studio, and I had jumped 50 subscribers, and that YouTube short that I posted yesterday, the Mortis team kill, had 5,000 views. And as we're sitting here on this video, it's over 20,000 views, and I am up to 400 subscribers. So that video literally doubled my channel size. And
wow.
Like I said, everybody should be doing at least one of these videos a week, at least until YouTube figures out what they want to do with these types of videos, whether they make another app or whether they keep it inside YouTube. What do you think about that, Eddie?
I need to start doing that as well, because I mean, what you just said right now, I think it's a great way to promote your channel. I don't know how I'd be willing to like approach the shorts, but if it's anything like TikTok, I have a bunch of TikToks that I've made, and I'd probably just get those and just put them into YouTube Shorts and see what that could do. Because I have a good amount of clips that I've gotten and I put it up there, and I could just reuse the content.
That would 100% work, because that's basically what YouTube is going for with these shorts, is that they want to try to like capitalize on, if TikTok folds in the US, they want to capitalize on that, and they want to take over the TikTok stuff. So that's why your TikTok stuff would work. And honestly, you could do just about anything with shorts, as long as it pertains to your channel, So like I've just been doing clips, but if I wanted to do something like highlighting like a balance change or like a bug I found, you could definitely make that into a short, as long as it's under 60 seconds and it's in a vertical format, a 9:16 format. You can 100% make a short. All right. So pertaining to your videos, is there a video that you feel like when you did it, you hit gold, and that you were all like, this is like the moment that your video, you wanted to stick with YouTube for like the long haul?
I guess I would say the moment that I went on YouTube and I searched up trophy push on Brawl Stars. That's all I put, and I see 4 of like my videos at the top of the search bar, and I'm like, wow, I own this search term, like it's mine. And then once I realized that like I was able to do this, compete with YouTubers who were like just huge, I thought, okay, I definitely have a chance to becoming just as big as they are. And that's in the moment. That's when I gained the confidence to be like, okay, it's going to be a slow grind, but I could get there, and I know I'm going to get there.
Yeah, that's exciting, because I'll do that too. I'll type in like whatever my last video was and see if it pops up. I did that with the Brawl Talk review I did the other day, and it didn't pop up, so I was a little sad about that. But I had the July balance change. I think it was the July one. That one popped up like number 3 on that term, so I remember doing that.
How'd that video do?
That July balance change, I think it got like 300 views, but my watch time was trash on it. It was like a minute long.
Cool.
But that was back when I would script all my videos. I was super uncomfortable actually like recording and stuff. Now I don't script anything. I just write down notes and then I just freehand everything.
Yeah, I'd say that's the best way to do it, because if you do it scripted, it's too forced.
So it really depends on your personality. Like if you're somebody who can act and like does like theater or something like that, and you can read a script and actually like put like the right inflections and right character into it, you should 100% do that, because it makes your thoughts all nice and concise. But if you're just reading it monotoned and robotic, it's not going to come out as a good video, and you should probably scrap it. And that's the mentality I've had moving forward, because I wasn't able to read and put personality into everything, and I think that's a big thing for getting people to stay on your video, is being able to add personality into what you're talking about.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. So we already went over a couple of these, but my last question is like tips that you would give someone who's just starting or struggling on YouTube.
I guess I have a couple. One specifically would be, if your goal is to grow on YouTube and eventually one day get your channel monetized, if that's your goal and that's what you want to do, you could do it. It's 100% realistic. But if that's what you want to do, make sure to start off with your videos. Make sure that none of your videos get copyrighted. And I know a lot of people, I see people doing montages with like copyrighted songs, and they say, it doesn't matter, I'm not monetized. But the thing is, if you start making, let's say you make 100 videos and then you get 1,000 subscribers, and you hit monetization, all those videos that aren't copyrighted, they have the potential to start making you revenue. But if they're copyrighted, then it's like you basically all of your hard work, I wouldn't say it went into the trash, because that's not the case, but it'd be able to start making you revenue. And it's honestly just good practice to start entering a more professional approach to YouTube. So I'd say that's one tip, to just get used to learning to find non-copyright music, non-copyright effects, all that stuff. And then another tip I'd say is patience is the most important thing. And that's one of the things I've learned. Patience is everything. You're going to get there if you post once a week, literally once a week. That helps the YouTube algorithm so much, to helping your videos be found on YouTube. But if you're consistent, YouTube sees that, and then it's going to help your channel overall. And then I guess my last and final tip is that you should have the mentality that always try to make your next video better than your last video. And I think that's very important, because by the time you know it, you'll look at your first video and you'll look at your most recent video and you'll realize how much of an improvement your videos have become. And so will your subscribers. Your subscribers will see that, and then they'll see that potential in you and in your channel. And that's what causes loyal subscribers to subscribe to your channel. And I guess learn from your mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. No one's perfect. Dumb people learn from their mistakes, but smart people learn from other people's mistakes. And I think that's a quote that you should keep in mind, because look at other people's channels and see why they're growing, why they're not growing. They made a mistake. Don't make that mistake. And I guess that's the best tips I could give.
Yeah, those are all really good tips. Stay patient, make sure you're staying consistent with uploading, and make sure you're just trying to improve all the time. I think a couple other things, I'm going to throw in a couple here. That's not just do shorts, because, I already recommended people do shorts. I want to say, make sure you're engaging with other Brawl Stars YouTubers, whether that's just commenting on their stuff and saying what's up, or if you're actually like doing collabs, because that, not only are you making them into one of your audiences, you're also increasing the possibility of reaching out to their audience and bringing them over, because everybody who's watching Brawl Stars has that common interest, or not even just Brawl Stars, just in your niche. You know what I mean? So whether you're doing like knitting or cooking or any kind of gaming, just make sure you're engaging with other creators that do the same thing as you, because the audiences overlap, and that's what it's all about, is trying to bring more people to your channel. And then the other thing is, if you have a computer and you're on like that computer, make sure you're using like some either TubeBuddy or vidIQ, because those web browser extensions actually look into your YouTube analytics, and they'll tell you exactly like what videos are performing and which ones you should make follow-ups to or try to do in a different way, and then what videos aren't doing well and which ones you should probably drop. That's how I made the decision to drop doing montages, because just even looking at my analytics, but actually going to vidIQ and looking at that, it really opened my eyes to show that it was losing me subscribers, my watch time was bad on it, and my overall views were bad on it. So if my diehards aren't watching it, why would I keep making those videos,
That's true.
Yep. So, but that tip really only applies to people who have computers. I understand a lot of people don't have a computer, or they don't have all-time access to it. So, take that one. Like, if you can use it, make sure you're using it.
And then to add on to one of your tips, I don't know if you've heard WannaBraw. Have you heard about WannaBraw?
Yeah, WannaBraw.
Yeah,
WannaBraw and me are best friends, man.
Oh, sweet. One of the things I asked him one time on Twitter, and I asked him, like, how do you get so many views? Like, how do you average so many views? And then he told me, he was like, just comment on other content creators' post, and if your comment gets the most likes, guess what? Their viewers are gonna check out your channel.
Yep.
And that was great advice.
All right. Well, that's all my questions and stuff. Do you got anything that you want to close out with?
Well, I'm working on a series on my channel. It's called Brocktober, and it's basically the whole month of October. I'm gonna be posting Halloween / Brawl Stars related content. And in fact, my last video was the Frankenstein video that we talked about earlier. And then the new video I'm working on is Mortis. It's a Mortis type of video, and it basically revolves around this old VHS tape that I found. and I'm gonna plug it into my I'm gonna plug it in, and then I'm gonna basically show it on YouTube. It's basically just clips, horror type of clips that are in Brawl Stars. I don't know if this makes sense, but it has a VHR type of vibe. And I uploaded one tape already on my channel. If you guys want to check it out, it's very quick, it's very short, but that's basically what I'm gonna be uploading to the channel.
You know what? I did see that clip, and that was actually really good, and I'm super excited. I didn't know you were gonna do like a whole video on that, so I'm very excited for that. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna link Eddie's channel down in the description as always, also his Twitter. Make sure you go follow him, make sure you sub to him, and let me know what you think down in these comments, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.